Hello guys, today I want to talk about a paper I wrote on my psychology of personal effective class, and I really like this, and even my teacher liked it. Um Props to Professor Brucato, if you ever see this video. He gave me a check plus plus. First time I get that. Usually I get a check plus, but check plus plus. The paper is called A Global Perspective, Reducing the Gap, a Global Win-Win. So let me give you a brief summary. The excerpt I read from before summarizing this in my own terms was basically about how people are treated depending on their social standards of society, what they signify to society. Like a handicapped person, the way we view a handicapped person, we feel sorry for them because they technically aren't physically able to do what we do. We show some sometimes we talk about how we remove certain things from society's what society makes us like keep away from ourselves, like excluding gay people and all that stuff. So today I'm gonna read what I wrote. The approach in this global perspective was of compassion and having the sense of putting others before us, rather than being the selfish person we can sometimes tend to become. I personally, in my experience, believe being concerned about others and showing our respects can sometimes bring joy to the many unfortunate people who may feel discomfort in their lives. It is in our best interest, or at least to show an example of a great human being, to do the best in our limited powers to satisfy another, or at least, in better terms, show them some sense of belonging to society. So if you have a friend, don't just feel sorry for them because show them they're actually a person. There's nothing to feel sorry about. Just because they might be disabled or dysfunctional, or they're slower, let's say, they feel weird, feel apart. Don't bring them closer. Don't separate from them. Okay. For example, the gays, the mentally challenged. We must somehow disregard what society expects us to believe about certain people and follow our sense of positive action to benefit or at least supply these people with the courage and esteem to be who they are, without being treated differently. Like I said, just because they're gay, don't feel sorry for them. Show care for the gay or for the mentally challenged or for any kind of social anything. Show that they do belong to society, that they're not different. Just because they have different preferences, that doesn't exclude them. They're not aliens. They have the same. They have DNA. They have blood. They have everything we have. Maybe different mentalities, but it's all the same in the end. We're all equal. Another thing, an example of why society has corrupted would have to be a recent handful of suicides from gay children, teenagers per se, who because of being bullied or teased, they believed the only solution was to end their life. I find this virtually immoral, but that just proves we, or at least those who tease these children, are confined in the cage of perhaps religious affiliations or ideals where being gay is morally despising, and quite frankly this is sad. I am consciously not affected, but modestly disappointed. You see, October 20th we celebrated by wearing purple to school, or any place, because of some children who committed suicide because they were teased, bullied, or in any sense, made fun of. And I think that's pathetic. I think those who bully, who make fun of others, are honestly in a level of mentality beyond that of a newborn baby. So get out of that mentality, show some respect, and be respected, and respect the way you would like to be respected. Sometimes I am ashamed of the human race. As critical as I may seem, I find that though we acquire the ability to evolve not only physiologically, but psychologically, some of us remain in such a mediocre level of seeing the world. Little people who only see one thing. They don't see past that. They're not open-minded. They just see one thing. If you're gay, you're wrong. If you're black, you're a criminal. No, that's not how it works. We make things harder for ourselves and for no reason. It seems suffering is just something humans can't live without. Though it is easily avoidable, we still suffer and contribute to the other people's sufferings. And that's true. But then again, what do I know criticizing humanity? I'm only a 19-year-old. In any event, we should just make a conscious effort to somehow improve ourselves and improve the lives of others who unfortunately live misunfortunate lives, wishing they could somehow walk with 2 feet and be in relationships or somehow be able to make wise choices. Yet as any condition they may have, we are the ones in need of more help. Yet we are able to experience or do things they cannot. Quite ironic, isn't it? It's funny how we suffer more and we're perfectly able to comprehend things, fix things, and acquire new abilities to go past the errors and fix errors and learn from those errors. But we keep doing the same thing and doing the same thing, and that's a problem. And just want to mention what my professor wrote as a response. He goes, "We begin with small steps today, working to do better ourselves." So, in an agreement, the teacher, my professor, was in an agreement with me, because it's true. We do little by little, but in the end, we have to, we have to do better for ourselves. We can't just we can't be living in the same cycle. Such as my last video where I talk about the immigrant phenomena. Yeah, that's pathetic. If you're one of those people who think immigrants are let's call them a disaster, a mess to society, or at least to where you live or how they correspond, then you're pretty much one of those little people. That's all I have to say, and take care, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my video. It was another serious video, by the way. Take care.